Hi there. Diligent. The definition of diligent is having or showing care and consciousness in one's work or duties. Diligent is an adjective. The book definition of diligent is hardworking, putting care and effort into what one does. The second book definition is done with care and effort. All right. Okay, some examples of being diligent would be, diligent is a good thing. You want to be diligent. Some examples of this are a medical researcher conducting experiments. A scientist working on a new vaccine spends long hours in the lab, meticulously designing experiments, double-checking data, and repeating tests to ensure accuracy. Despite setbacks, they persist in refining their methods to achieve reliable results, showing diligence in their pursuit of scientific breakthroughs. Another example of diligence is a carpenter crafting custom furniture. A carpenter takes pride in building a bespoke dining table, carefully measuring each piece of wood, sanding surfaces to perfection, and ensuing joints are flawless. They dedicate weeks to the project, checking every detail to meet the client's expectations, exemplifying diligent craftsmanship. Those are some examples of being diligent. You want to be diligent in your work and in your relationships and in your religion. Everybody's religious, whether they like it or not. I should make a video about that and describe that. Well, of course you are. If you believe in good and you believe you have morals, and you are religious because you believe in what is good and what is the divine, the highest divine of what good is. You believe in the divine. You believe in good. And so if you have a moral compass, which everybody does, practically everybody knows what's good and what's bad. Therefore, you're religious because you know what is good and you know what is bad, and you base your decisions off of what is highest, off of what is good. You want to be good. You are religious in what you are doing. Everyone's religious. So if you want to be diligent in your religion and in your decisions, and you want to be diligent in your relationships, and you want to be diligent in your work, regardless of what your work is. If you're a businessman, you're a CEO, and you enjoy your work. Maybe you enjoy your work and you have a little job being a carpenter, and that's your job. Or maybe you're a tree surgeon and you enjoy your work. You want to be diligent in it. Maybe you don't enjoy your work, but you still want to be diligent. You want to be diligent in your relationships with women you are around. You want to be careful. You want to be precise. You want to be consciousness. You want to have consciousness, and you want to show care. You're like, I care about you. Let's make this work. Let's make this relationship work. I take you seriously. I want to be diligent. And you've got to be diligent too. Yeah. If you're diligent, I guess it shows a sense of maturity, being able to delay gratification and show people that you care. Another example, a final example of being diligent is an athlete training for a marathon. A runner follows a strict training schedule, waking up early days. Let's start that again. A runner follows a strict training schedule, waking up early for daily runs, tracking progress and adjusting their diet for optimal performance. Even on tough days, they push through fatigue and minor injuries, diligently preparing for the race. There is an example, the final example of diligence. People say, I want to optimize this, I want to optimize that. But what's the difference between optimizing and maximizing? Surely you'd want to maximize your diet for best performance. You maximize your diet. You say, I want this maximized. I want this to the best it can be. Optimization, is that pursuing what is best, or is that pursuing what is optimal in the moment? If you want to, maybe maximization is taking risks, but surely you take risks in everything you do. Having an optimal diet is taking a risk, and not maximizing it is a risk. Crossing the road is a risk. Not taking risks is a risk. Investing is a risk. Not investing is a risk. Having a job is a risk. Not having a job is a risk. Everything you do is a risk. So you may as well take the best risks for the best decisions. But yeah, that's the definition of That's the definition of diligent. Diligence.